Hello, BookTube. I thought I'd check in. It's been a while. A lot has changed in the world since I last spoke to everybody. Um, we've been, we locked down the library where I work. We are shifting our resources to digital delivery of services. So that's been setting up a YouTube channel, having it run, then finding out it needed to be a branded channel, so losing everything, reposting under the same name, Weathersfield Proctor Library. We're setting up conferencing, digital conferencing for book clubs. We're doing story time, and so it's been a very busy time. I had hoped with a couple of my friends on BookTube that we were going to do a Clive Cussler thing after he passed, but since the day we first started talking about that, things have been crazy. So, thought I'd talk a little bit about what I've been doing reading-wise. Haven't been doing much book accumulating, but this is obviously a house that has plenty of books. One of my great joys is to go out scouting around and finding new volumes. My wife and I drove around today because we had to locate a dentist office that I need to go to Monday. And the roads were empty. Not totally, but for a weekend. It's unbelievable. And all the shops are closed for the most part. And so thanks to all those first responders and folks that keep the necessary services going. Thank you to the grocery people. Think of how bad that would be. And we certainly hope everybody is safe. And we are at home with our kids. We're quarantined. I can do all my work from the computer. My wife works at a hospital, so she's sometimes working at home, sometimes not. But she does remotely work and also works at the building when it's necessary. We have our children are all on Chromebooks with school. Their teachers call in. They have virtual classrooms. They interact with their friends. So we live in probably this is a terrible thing, but if we're going to get through it, I think that we're going to see the positive side of social media and this digital lifestyle that's been built up over decades. Maybe still in its infancy in some ways, but I mean, all the way back to World War II, this has been a slow build, and now it looks like it will be of some use. So for all the negatives we have with it, there's a lot of positives. One of the negatives, of course, is Steve Donahue had done a video, I believe, and I don't know if anybody else has talked much about this. How has it impacted your reading? And part of what came up was somebody had said, I believe, that they find themselves looking at their news feed constantly. And I do that. And it's not good. And it's hard to break yourself away from. I don't believe it's good for your peace of mind. Not that your mind should be all that peaceful right now. These are dire times. But, I mean, you've got to have balance for your mental health. So I'm trying to stop that or limit that. I'm trying to read. My mind does wander off a little bit. Played some LPs, some long playing records, vinyl records this morning. And it was just me and my wife awake. And then we did some work for the library, reconstituting the library's YouTube channel. So we have a few other projects we need to do today, and then maybe we'll watch a movie tonight or something. But I have been reading, but some of you will notice that they're titles that I've been reading for a while, which, like I say, is not good. I have started Gore Vidal Creation. It's just a mass market paperback. Once again, the incomparable Gore Vidal interprets and animates history, this time in a panoramic tour of the 5th century BC, and embellishes it with his own ironic humor, brilliant insights, and piercing observations. We meet a vast array of historical figures in a staggering novel of love, war, philosophy, and adventure. And thus far, this is very good. Very good. And most times it would hold my attention completely, but like I said, I've been a little wacky lately. Another one that's been sitting around, and I'm almost done with it, and I don't know why I haven't finished it, because it's an excellent, excellent, fun read. That's Winston Graham's Ross Poldark. And I've got piles of these things around in the series, and I'd like to finish it up. I mean, there's no reason not I could sit down and finish it up tonight. But we'll see. And then we have Half Hide in the Bite of Benin by Philip McCutcheon, a nautical thriller. First in a series. Pretty good main character. Fast-moving story. Not quite. I mean, I guess I'm about halfway in that. So those are some easy things to work my way through, and I have not, and I will. I'll listen to some music. We got to try to get the kids out in the yard a little more. Weather's been bad, or bad-ish. We've had snow in the morning, and then it's cold. Today's bright, bright sunny day, but still around freezing. So, but we can get out. We wander the yard. We got a pretty big area, and then a lot of woods around us. So we need to do more of that. So we will do our best to keep in touch. Hope you are all safe, and we will be checking in. Thank you, BookTube.